Today we're going to take a look at Vampire Masquerade Shadows of New York for Steam PC. I got this on the Humble Bundle for January 2021. That's this year. That's this month at the time of this posting of this video. And this is a visual novel for vampire fans. You're going to get to play as a vampire journalist lady. I don't know. I played the first 20 minutes and you're seeing the footage here, and I had a good time with it, so much so that I want to share it with you. You're seeing this really good art in the background. You know, this surprised me. I don't play a lot of visual novels, but this one, when I jumped into it, I'm like, I'm loving the atmosphere. I'm loving the presentation and the amount of work that went into all this. Just look at this hand-drawn artwork in the background. Right now, we are a journalist talking about these huge concepts. She is a night owl, going to this cafe, I presume, in order to gather intel with people that help her with her stories. So that's where our story starts off. There's not a lot of, what's it called, controls. You just press the A button to keep reading, because if you never played a visual novel, I should have probably said this from the jump, but you just read and interact, gain clues, talk to different people, and then ultimately have different points where you have choices to make, which you're going to be seeing coming up. And those choices can sometimes affect the different outcomes and even the ending. I don't know about this game. Again, I've just played this first 20 minutes and it's captured my attention, and I'm definitely going to continue through and beat this entire thing. But if you ever want to be a journalist and having a crappy laptop and just building stories in this world full of vampires, here it is. This entire event, this entire scene, kind of leads up to a certain point with our main character, who we're going to see who she is, what her name is in a second or so. But it leads up to a point where I still have not seen any vampire interactions, and I am so sad about it. It kind of, sets the mood here, though, talking about how she's at this cafe at like 3 a.m. in the morning and with all these other people, and this is her alone spot. She wants to be alone here, okay? She's just trying to do her work in the morning. Can't she just do that by herself? But no. There are other night owls like her. There are other night walkers, yes, looming in the background, impeding upon her ability just to do her work. But we kind of get to see inside of her mind, and I think that's pretty cool. You can change the font sizes if you want them larger or smaller. I know this is a tip for myself. Like, don't press the A button too fast. Don't press the next button, because you might skip out on some of the text. Now, you can scroll back up with, I think, one of the analog sticks, or you can press the LT, the left trigger, in order to check out any of the text that you missed before that. So it's really cool. It's just reading, it's interacting, it's enjoying this fabulous artwork, and it's set in the vampire world. So what caught my attention on this one was, again, the vampire theme and it being a visual novel. Those two combined, I mean, like, that's really awesome. I mean, I played some visual novel-esque games in the past, including, excuse me, the Phoenix Wright series. Professor Layton's kind of, but it's more puzzle-based than that one. So nothing really too, like, super-duper straightforward into visual novel aspect. So let me just go ahead and let's look at what's going on right now. There it is. There's Julia. That is our main character. She's the one that's been talking this entire time. She has this kind of goth aesthetic to her. And she is, I guess, apparently a person that is able to really, what's it called, get into the minds of who she's following. So the time to think my psyche is some kind of postmodern construct that's incapable of honesty. Doesn't make any sense. I look at the screen of my laptop, 3:47 a.m. At this point, I'm almost somnambulic. Never heard of that word before, but nothing interesting has happened yet. Feels like all the customers are watching each other tonight, hoping for the others to provide a fun diversion. This is my turf, you parasitic. Next time, go find your own. Takes the time to call it a night. And be warned, there is mature language throughout this entire ordeal. It's very much tailored to mature audiences. So here we have Julia again. This is pure trash. She is not the pleasant type. She is not the happy-go-lucky woman, but she is doing her job with her Google Documents And she said, there's no more pleasure more intoxicating for a frustrated rider than raging on someone even worse than them. And what target is easier than someone that used to, it's going too fast. No, I checked the time again. But remember, if you can't keep up with the words, you can just go press the left trigger and get to see her thoughts over again. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this. I'll let you keep on watching the gameplay footage up to a certain point. Definitely go ahead and pick this up if you think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. There has been no issues technically with this. There's no lag. There's no anything like that. It runs perfectly fine on my computer, but you know, your mileage may vary. But right now, if you're watching this in January 2021, it is part of the Humble Bundle January, or the Humble Choice January 2021 bundle. And I think that's a pretty good reason than ever just to get this game and enjoy it for yourself. If you like vampires, if you like mysteries, if you like visual novels, this is definitely going to be up your alley. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the gameplay. I'm digging this game. Can't wait to finish it. Can't wait to go through all of it. It looks pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. And again, this has been Vampire Masquerade: The Shadows of New York. Thank you for watching this gameplay video. I hope I helped you out and showed you some game that maybe you didn't know about. As always, thanks for joining the party, listening to me ramble, and I'll see you in the next exciting gameplay video, and enjoy. Oh man, Julia's having a hard time in Shadows of New York, but you know what's going to cheer her up, and you up, viewer, is checking out the rest of the videos on my channel. There's Kirby, there's Hyrule Warriors, there's fitness boxing, there's so much more. Go check them out. Go ahead. I'm going to meet you there. I'm going now. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, now. Now.